Hey, what's up everybody? Mash Corpse here with another video mock review. This time of a guy you actually haven't seen. This is not a new character. I've had him as a character for a while, and I built him a while ago too. But um, I haven't posted him anywhere. I haven't really even talked about him. So this character is Godfather, or at least that's his name as known to the Bionicle universe. Has an actual name, but I haven't revealed that yet. So basically, his shtick is that he was one of the first beings, the great beings ever created. He was built early on in the universe, and as such, he's existed for a long time, and he's also very powerful. He's one of the few, I guess you could say, Titans, although he's certainly not the biggest character. But I don't know, compared to, if you can see, let me move this, Armor of Angels over here, he's notably bigger. Definitely the biggest guy I've ever made, or at least I have built right now. So yeah, I'll probably have a bigger write-up in a Mock Pages post if I make one of those for this guy. So let's just get into the mock itself. All right, so hold on. All right, just repositioning my camera. Hope it didn't fall over. So starting, oh, this is an awkward angle. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, starting from the legs, I have these. They're from a Baraki. I don't remember the name, but they're just Baraki feet. They're big. They're stable. Yeah, I was gonna have like a piston here in the back, but I ended up not doing that because I just couldn't fit it into the design. The leg's already really crowded, as you can see, because I just wasn't really able to fit into it. But it's pretty basic. Yeah. Up in the front here, we have this white, and man, I'm not good with names today, Hordika foot, that I got off of that Takanuva, that like super Takanuva thingy. No, he was like white and gray, and it was from, I don't remember. But I happen to have two of those. I don't think I bought two of this set, but I do have two of those, so I put them here. They just got some like Technic stuff. I don't think that might be structural, actually. I don't know. But they've got some Technic stuff there, just filling the gaps. Each leg is built out of one of the larger Hero Factory arms. I just happen to have a ton of those because I bought two Witch Doctors a long time ago because they were super good for parts. So I use that, and then we got a claw back here. I don't remember what set it's from. Yeah. I think it was also from that Takanuva set, but I don't remember where it originally came from. But it's in white. And then I've got body pieces. You can see sort of the inside there. Ooh, gray. Kind of maybe figure out how to build that. I don't know. Yeah. Hope that helps. Trying to get good light. So I just have these bodies. These Hero Factory bodies there. There's a white one. There's a black one on the inside for contrast and fashion. I don't know. It looked good. I could put all white, but I like the black better. Then, yeah, I just want to talk about the knee real quick because the knee is cool. So if I bend it, oh, camera, just knee kicked, hit the camera over, so you can see light. Come on, focus. That didn't help. Okay. Well, if you can see in there. You can see in there, it's connected by two ball joints, and it's filled in kind of here, so it goes into that Mata foot there, and I think that looks really cool, and it's sturdy. It's just two ball joints, so it's really quite sturdy. All right, upper leg, you have the Mata foot, and then it's kind of built into this slicer foot, and there's a hand there, and you can actually flip this. It's pointless. It's not like a laser, or maybe it's a serving tray. I don't know. Godfather the waiter. There's a Godfather movie joke in there somewhere, but yeah, it flips down. It's not really meant to. It just happens to because of the way it's built. On the side here, you have a Ignica foot. Ignica? I don't know. Back here, I just had it filled in with a hand. You can kind of see how it's built. Sorry. It's got two L pieces right there. And on the inside. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Wow. All right. You get. Okay. Starting to go to technical difficulties. And then on the inside of the thigh, there's just the Hero Factory arm piece. So pretty bulky legs. And there's these like tightening bits, that came out in one of the Hero Factory waves. Those are super useful. I happen to only have two, and they're both on this guy. But they're super, super cool pieces. And yeah. But yeah, the legs are pretty bulky, but his entire build is pretty bulky, as you can probably tell. But I like it. It's a good design. And it flows really well. Another cool thing is when you bend the knee, you can see the armor goes like perfectly over the armor there, which I think is really cool. All right, waist. Yeah, that works. So we have a scroll armor piece there on the front, and then we've got this sort of like striped pattern that I did with the technical lift arms there. The light's kind of catching it, but it's a really tiny detail, and I actually forgot about it until I sat down to review this guy. I'll put his arms up next day. Yep. He's got this rope thing that ropes around there. It's really just a tiny detail, but it's cool. And back here, you've got a Metru chest piece, and then just some other stuff that keeps his waist stable. The waist is a pretty simple. It's just a Gotorian neck, and then it's connected into a handpiece. I would change that if the handpiece wasn't so incredibly vital to keeping his upper body together. Speaking of which, his upper body, as you can tell, as the light's catching. I'm just gonna remove it. Actually, hold on. There we go. I don't know why I did not do that earlier, but as you can see, the body is just built off of Hero Factory arm on each side. I would have put an armor piece there, but it just wouldn't fit. And there's a smaller arm there. On the front here, it's just one of that Wish Doctor hand chest plates. I think maybe it's a chest plate on that one. I don't know. And we've got some little regular Lego pieces there. They move. They're not supposed to move, but they can move. Little chest heart light here, which I used to slope. I think it's called a cheese wedge block. But I used that there to kind of give it a more angular look, because that's what this guy has a lot of angles, so I'd add to that. Pulling this off, you can see I also have some minifigure arms there to fill the gap. On the inside, it is another Hero Factory arm piece. Whoa. Okay. Another Hero Factory arm piece, and then I've got some stuff that just fills the gaps and kind of looks. Actually, this kind of looks like an engine, which I think is kind of cool. They are robots in one way or another. The chest piece back on. In the back here, back's pretty cool. It's got these ball joints, which is for something that I left at my other house, so I can't show you. But they'll probably be in the MOC Pages post if I ever make that. So, yeah, I won't say what they are, but they're pretty cool. So we've got the ball joints here. I actually put those more there for like stability's sake, because I could have put those 2x1 lift arms, because can you see? No. I could have put the 2x1 lift arms in there to keep it stable, but I didn't have a lot of those at the time, so I put these in there, and I'm like, I'll do something with those one day, and did. So that's cool. And back here, you can actually move this whole thing to take a better look at some of the inner workings, how this guy works. This is just a pretty simple piece. It's a skull on some stuff. I have this old skull piece from some like Halloween set. So I put it on there. I originally had that white Baraki head. I forget which one. It's the guy who's originally he was blue and he glowed in the dark, and then they came out with a white one, and I had that on the back, but it didn't. It looked a little bit too bulky, and it didn't really have the same sort of smoothness that this does. So I switched that, and I think this looks pretty cool. I might decorate it so you can't really tell it's a skull. But for that time being, it's cool. I wish is it bothering? Okay, so there's these black Borak eyes right there. They're black because all I have is black. And I wish I had white ones because if I put white ones there, it just looks so much better, but I don't. So they're black. Moving on to the arms. Arms are really cool, I think. Mostly because this guy's a bigger MOC, I was able to make his arms bigger than I usually do. Because I have like very set proportions for all my characters. But I was able to mess around with this guy's a little bit. So that was fun. So got a Vizrak foot here, got a Slicer foot, some hand pieces, just some like spikes and other stuff, mixing black and white stuff. Just built off. It's a really simple design, if you can see that. Yeah, it's just these pieces which everyone uses, and then a Praetorian neck. And then the lower arm is actually just a Nika limb. I'm not going to take it apart to show you better because it's really a pain. But it's just Nika limb, Nika shoulder armor, Slicer foot, Metru foot, lift arms. There's some Borak eyes in there. Those are the last white Borak eyes I had. Pretty much went right there. I could have sworn I had more. I don't know why. But yeah, it's probably the least streamlined piece of his build, which I kind of don't like. But I think it works. I think it still looks pretty good. His hands were fun. I happen to have the dragon set. You can't see that. I had the dragon set finger-like things, and then I just put some regular robot arms on there to make it sort of a bigger hand, and then attached it with a Hordikanek. So it's cool. It's a big hand, but it works for him. I've got, I always have that issue where I want to make custom hands, but they end up being so much bigger than the characters they're intended for. But in this sense, it actually worked. And then the arms are symmetrical, so yeah. And then, head's removable. Here, let me show you something cool. So you can see the top side, and you can see how that connects there through the bottom, and then it's really solid. Are those? Oh, they are. Sorry. I just noticed that the pieces in here, the 2x1s, are red. Because you can't really tell for the most part, like who's going to see this from this angle. So I did make them red. You can see how it's very sturdy. It's how it's all kind of held together. I might do a how-to on this guy. I have a how-to of Relic, which is probably not posted by now because it's like 700 photos because that guy is so complex. And I just upgraded him, so it's out day 2. But I might do a how-to on this guy because he's not super hard. He wouldn't be a pain to do a how-to on. All right, and the head. You've got the Stormer helmet, which is cool. You've got this Hero Factory arm, ball joint, and then on the back, you've got a bunch of lift arms and a bunch of stuff. You can extend it out. He's got luscious locks now. Maybe he's got I don't even know. It's not supposed to move. Again, it's a moving thing that doesn't move. I used this headpiece, which is one of the newer. When I bought it was newer. It's probably been months. I don't remember when I got this. It's one of the newer headpieces, which is really cool because it has this, and it has the little hinge in the back, which is why I was able to put these things on, and really fill out his head design, which I think looks really cool. So put this all back together. So that is Godfather. Yeah, I really like him. He's one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite MOCs, my largest MOC that I have still currently built. Um, and he's just got a great, classic black and white color scheme. He's got a really, really solid build. Looks great from front, from behind. The side's pretty good. He's just this like big chunky dude. It's a lot of fun to post. So that's all for now. This is Mesh Corps, and I'll see you next time.